$1.49 billion. $1.49 billion. $1.49 billion. Let's get our head around that. Let's get our head around $1.49 billion, right? 999,999 pounds and 99 pence makes up for a single billion, pretty much. 1.49 billion. I'm astonished. I'm astonished. 1.49 billion! Is it just me? That's like, okay. They win. They win. They fucking win. It's today that I've realised that the FIFA community are literally like gambling addicts. I've realised today that I should have known this beforehand, and to be fair, I did know it, but this just confirms it, that this community now sees FIFA as a gambling simulator. This is not a football game anymore. It is a gambling simulator. That all interest and all attention that is needed from EA goes into these new promos to get more money, because it's clearly working. And anything to do with gameplay or making it more enjoyable, career mode, who cares? Who cares? We got 1.49 billion from these fucking morons. I'm sorry, but I saw a video the other day, yeah? I do keep up to date with the Call of Duty scene, yeah? It's a guy called Blame Truth. You may not know of him. You may do. He did a video a couple of days ago about saying that the Call of Duty community eats paste. That's basically his title. That was his literal video, saying because the amount of money that Activision has made from COD has gone up 3 times with Cold War. And in the COD scene, they believe that the game's got worse. I'm not going to delve into it. That's not my scene. I don't know about it enough. But he said that the people of that scene eats paste. I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there, boys. I really am. 1.49 billion for this. If you've not seen my scripting videos of like me going into like the glitches and the bugs and everything that happens on a daily basis almost that I see on Reddit and on my Twitter, I do this video at least once a week. It could be every day. I could do a video of that or the scripting of like the bugs and the glitches. I could do that every single day. There's new things every day, but I just do it once a week. Like, this game is completely broken for a lot of people, and they make even more money. I'm stunned. People putting money into this game when the odds are so beyond them, when the game is forever changing, when the game is forever wanting more and more money off you, and people actually say, okay, that's fine. The very essence of what this game used to be is completely ripped apart in front of everyone's eyes, but no one cares because, hey, shiny cards. Oh my god, man. I've not put an FP on like FIFA 21 at all this year. At all. I would never put points on like now just for obvious reasons. I'm not going to bother. I think I put £4 worth on FIFA 17 before someone says. I think I did. I put £4 worth on then, so they got my money. But that was just for the content purposes of just that old FIFA. But really, 1.49 billion on this game. On my channel here, I've done what I can to kind of, notify and to let people know the things which I think are wrong with this game and things which I think should be improved. And if anyone at EA wants to take any advice or anything which I can give to help them, then I'm more than happy to help them out and to say, yeah, this has been a thing. This is what people would like. There's no point anymore. There's no point because we are clearly in the minority here. Clearly minority. Clearly the majority of people enjoy gambling away their money for whatever fucking reason. I don't know why. Maybe the money that they usually spend on football and betting or whatever else, they don't have anymore because there's no football until now. So they just spend the money which they'll usually spend on away days and nights out onto this game and whack on £72 to get fucking Castiles and packs. That's probably what happens here. I'm done after this. I've realised there's no point. There's really no point even bothering try and tell anyone to try and advise people just to not give EA your money because the odds are so against you. We've already gone through the entirety of the year. But the fact is, the game has so obviously got worse. Gameplay-wise, how slow it is, the skill gap, the AI, the defending, the attacking, the through ball OPs, the competitiveness in every single aspect. This is the easiest there's ever been to actually do well in FIFA. The easiest there's ever been to do well in FIFA, to grind the game. Just grind the game. You can easily get a very good team just by grinding the game. Who are these people that are giving them this much money? People will say YouTubers, and I think that's a bit unfair because, I guess it is their job, and I guess people will say, yeah, but they're promoting, they're promoting points to kids, and that you could have your own, you could have your own say. But I think it's just a collection of just a bunch of people that just don't care about money anymore. I'm stunned. Every single person that I know that plays this game does not enjoy this game, and every single person that I know still thinks that FIFA points is absolutely not worth it at all, but yet people still put their money into it. I feel like the human race here is actually, we're going down. We're going downhill, boys. The fact that EA can make this game, which is even worse and worse each year, make it even more boring, make it even more dull each year, the content gets even more lazy, but yet they still make more profits. I think that there's literally EA they've won. They have absolutely no reason to change this game. Whatever I say, whatever anyone says, there's no point. There's nothing we can do here, boys. Career mode will never be better. Pro clubs will never be better. FUT gameplay will never be better because all they care about is the promos. They'll make the SBCs worse. They'll make everything worse until there's only one thing left, and that is you must put on money in this game to really have the full experience. That's the situation now, boys, and it's actually dumb. It is dumb. I gotta respect EA here. I gotta respect EA. But to the people who give EA money on a regular basis, in terms of just the casual people that don't get a actual, because I can put money in this game. I will actually be able to tax deduct that, because it's in fact my job. If you don't make money from this game, then what are you doing? It's so easy to make a good team. Of course, I must say that this is, of course, not just from FUT, but Ultimate Team is, of course, in Madden, and I think in the NBA Live, in NHL. But we've seen before that the large majority of that sum of 1.49 billion is majority from FIFA. And I must have one thing as well, which I'm very curious about, which I want to try to pay a bit of attention to here. I'm just confused. What on the, nothing will ever be changed. Nothing will ever be changed unless if UK, US, these big countries really get onto EA about these court cases, which they are. No one cares about the gameplay. No one plays FIFA to play the game. People play FIFA to try and get lucky in packs. That's all it is. That's all FIFA is now, boys. FIFA's the gameplay. No one plays Warzone to have a look at their skins. No one does. No one plays Warzone to look at that. They play it to play the game. Fortnite, people don't spend the entire time looking at skins. They spend it playing the game. People now play FIFA just to do the SBCs to try and get something good, to get the endorphins of packing something good, but not to actually play the game. They will maybe pack a sick play. You'll pack a future star Camavinga, and you may think, oh, I may actually play the game. You play a game and then you get bored because it's just the same thing each time. You're playing random men, you're playing a 5-3-2, you're playing people that's just doing through ball over the tops and drop back the entire time. That's a game now. That's all it is if you're at any top level, and it's boring. And before I end off here, so we're on about playing the game. Okay, playing the game. Simple as that. So I want to go to esports here, right? So as you see, 1.49 billion that EA has made from Ultimate Team. Large chunk of that. I want to say at least 900, 800 million of that is from FIFA Ultimate Team. I guarantee you that. Let's go down into the esports earnings. Yeah, and this is what I really want to. I want to pay attention to this a lot. Yes, because if you think that EA are making 1.49 billion, which is a large amount of money, boys. Well, what do you think they give out to pro players at the esports events? The only reason why EA has made the game what it is, and the only reason why they've actually made this much money, is because they've made the game so much more competitive. They've put in FUT champions and all these other things that makes the game more competitive because they want to build up this esports scene. And I wouldn't even mind all this if they actually gave the pro players a good percentage chunk out of all of it. But they don't. It's pathetic. It's actually pathetic. And people say, oh, what, you want people to earn a lot of money because they just play a game? Well, Fortnite, Epic Games that made Fortnite, wasn't even a big company 3 years ago, and they've offered out 99 million in prize pools in a space of 2-3 years. 3 years about that. 99 million, okay? And this is from a newly formed company, really, or a newly formed big company from 3 years ago that's offering this much money. PUBG, Hearthstone, Valor, Counter-Strike, Rainbow Six, Rocket League, Halo 5, COD, Black Ops 4, World of Tanks, Clash Royale, FIFA 19. The first FIFA is 30th of like the largest game cycle that's had the most money actually given out, the prize pools. So they got a $500,000 prize money pool, which I believe Mo Aubameyang won, okay? That prize money wasn't for the winner, that's just across the entire event. So the entire event is for that $500,000. If you came 5th or 8th, you get $12,000. Amazing. That you're like, for people, normal people, that's a lot of money. That is, I don't want to dumb down an EA here, but we got to understand one thing here. They're offering out $3 million each year. $3 million. When they make $1.49 billion from FUT, just from microtransactions. This is just for microtransactions. Never mind the actual purchase of the game. This is the biggest event of the year. 500,000 prize pool. The biggest event, the FIWC, yes? The E-World Cup. And if you came to be the 17th best player in the world, you got $750. Okay, a $3 million FIFA 21 tournament prize pool was announced for the series between November and August 2021. So, for the entire year for EA, when they are offering $3 million, because the entire reason why they're making money is because of the pro scene, just the one winner for the biggest event in Fortnite gets that $3 million. You know what's funny as well? If you came in the top 128 in the world, the top 128th in the world, you guaranteed $50,000. When in the biggest ever FIFA event, that is the same amount of if you came 3rd or 4th. And I know people will be like, oh, why are you dissing on EA? Because, the people should be grateful. And I feel like EA thinks that the pro players should be grateful for the fact that they are even being given this opportunity. Like, it's clear, it's obvious, the fact that they feel like they should be grateful of the fact that they're being given this opportunity, which is it's obvious as day. This on the screen is 1.49 billion. Before someone says I got it wrong, this is 1.49 billion, okay? If we take 3 million and divide that by the 149 billion, that will work out to be this. That's how much EA are giving away to the pro players, by the way. Just want to let you know. I want to let you know, if I was a FIFA pro player, I'd be feeling scammed. Like, you may still be there thinking, wait, but Liam, they're making like thousands of dollars just by playing a game. Keep in mind, that's before tax. Like, the actual money that they say they're going to earn, that's before tax. So they actually receive about 60% of it, maybe even half, in fact. But they'll still receive money. It's okay, don't get me wrong. But just keep in mind, imagine that you're in a scene which EA have completely changed the entire genre of this game to make money, which that's a completely fine thing. If you're a company, do what you have to do to make money. And of course, they've done that to make the game, in my opinion, worse, gameplay-wise and everything else. I think they've made the game just worse, all in all. But then, the actual people who are, benefiting from you making a game what it is, the pro players, you're giving them a 0.00201 chunk of all that. That's from how much you actually earn from making all these events. This makes me sick that I'm seeing people who are 17th best in the world and only make $750. Like, that's BS. That's how can you know that EA makes 1.49 billion a year, but then you find with them only giving the 17th best in the world $750? Before tax. This genre is done. EA will never change until, there's some sort of gambling regulations. I don't know if that will happen, but I beg there is. I beg there is, man. If you're a pro player, I hope you don't get mad at me. I think you guys should really be asking more questions of the actual people. But the thing is, though, because EA are so big, they decide. I know that's the annoying thing. I know that pro players, they think of this. They know that they should be getting more money from the extra pot here. Like, EA are making this money because of the pro players. And, yep, the pro players are barely seeing a single penny back of that. Tell me your thoughts down below in the comments. Smash the like button. And I'll see you soon.